Good morning. I am great. How about you?
Yeah, I'm also doing great. Just wake up now before 7 hours.
Okay, okay. I'm an early bird. I always wake up at say, 5 or 5:30 o'clock.
Actually, usually I wake up at 4:30, but on Sunday I always wake up late just to enjoy sleep sound sleep you can say.
Okay. So you are meeting for the first time. So we should introduce us ourselves. So would you mind giving me your introduction first?
Yeah, sure, sure. Yeah, I'm Preeti and I'm a school teacher. I teach in a school and my subject is English there. If I talk about my educational qualifications, so I did MBA and MA English and B.Ed. Apart from my teaching, I run my two YouTube channel. One is Easy Way to Learn with Preeti, that is my study channel, and another one is Easy Way Vlog, that is my vlogging channel. So that's a little introduction about me. If you want to ask, feel free to ask.
It's good to know about yourself. So it's my turn to introduce myself. This is Bablu Kisku. I hail from Hooghly, West Bengal. As far as my qualification is concerned, I have completed masters in English literature. And if I talk about my interest, I love to play cricket, football, chess, and having conversation with different kinds of people. And by profession, right now, I am a teacher, school teacher. So that's all about me. Thank you for asking me.
That's great. That's great. We both are teachers. Both are teachers. So, which subject you teach in school?
My subject is English.
Oh wow, that's great. That's great. Okay, so how long have you been in teaching profession?
I have been in this profession for about 14 years.
Oh my God, more than you have more experience than me. Okay, that's great. It means today I'm going to learn something from you. Okay, and in this YouTube field,
Yes, apart from that, I also have a YouTube channel in the name of English with Bablu. I just created this channel few days ago and I upload videos, conversational videos.
okay, okay, okay. So you are from Hooghly in West Bengal, right?
Hooghly, West Bengal, Hooghly
I
district.
is the name of the river.
Okay, okay, Hooghly River. Have you been to Hooghly River?
Yeah, yeah, I heard the name. I read about this river in the books.
Okay, okay.
It's the name of a place also. Okay.
Yes, it's a name of district and railway station Hooghly and also Hooghly River.
Uh, okay, so like in school you teach English. So do you teach totally English to English or you use transform method? Which method you use to teach student?
No, no, ma'am. I don't teach in totally in English because though my subject is English, I don't consider myself as a fluent speaker. I am also learning, and earlier I also focused on all focus totally used to focus on grammar, writing in those parts. So that's why I am very good at reading, writing, and so I thought that I should work on my speaking skill. Okay, so I teach in bilingual method in my school, somewhat in Bengali, as my native language is Bengali, so somewhat in Bengali and somewhat in English. And the students also they don't have also very English speaking background, and most of the guardians are not also conscious about this English language. Okay, so but I try my level best to teach them in English. Most of the times I try to teach in 70%, 60 or 70% in English, and my first priority is to make them understand, okay, according to their understanding level. And
Yes,
as
yes.
I'm learning now, I try to give them proper English speaking environment.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely right. Yes, you are doing very nice. I am also following the same, a little bit same, you can say, because I teach my student English to English, but you can say I'm using 90% English, but 10% I use bilingual. only for weak students, and you can say below average, because yes, we have to make them understand. It is our first priority.
It's
If some
right,
students
right.
are not able to understand in English, so we have to change our method according to their needs. Like,
And my school is also Bengal medium school
okay,
also.
okay, okay.
And is your school Bengal medium or CBSC
Actually,
English medium?
oh, sorry, I forgot to tell you about my state. I'm from Haryana. This is the northern part of India,
Okay,
and my native language is Hindi here, not Bengali.
okay, okay,
Yeah. So Hindi and English, two languages are taught in Haryana school, in most of Haryana school. Because Haryani is a dialect here, not the language.
okay.
Yes.
So is your school English medium or Hindi medium?
Yeah, my school is English medium, totally on based on CBSE.
Okay, okay.
So,
So how?
do you feel any type of difficulty while teaching English in your school, because your in your of schools are from they are Bangla medium, right?
Yes, yes.
So, do you feel any type of difficulty while teaching English?
Obviously, of course, I faced a lot of difficulties, and also at present also I face a lot of difficulties because most of the students they don't have their very good English speaking background. Also, this is also major problem, and because whenever I try to teach them in English, somewhat in English, so they don't understand what I am trying to teach. So at that time, the students keep on telling me that, sir, please tell me in Bengali. I don't understand. And most of the students are not very good and active also, I can say, because the area where my school is located is remote area, remote village. Okay. So that's why the students are not very active in that case,
Mhm,
and the educated environment is not so good in my area, so I have to do a lot of extra effort to put I have to put extra effort to make them understand in English.
mhm,
uh, so these are the difficulties, and very few students are brilliant. Okay,
mhm,
but my first priority is always to make them aware of this language, make them understand in English. So that's how I am keep on teaching them.
mhm, mhm. Okay, so how you resolve your problems? Do you take help of any senior teacher or from management side, or you are using any different method? So, how you are using and resolving your all problems while
Oh, okay, okay. So my son is disturbing me. Please sit here. Okay, okay. So whenever any problem creates at that time there are many senior teachers also. So at that time I can just call them to resolve the situation. The situation means most of the students are very disobedient type students. They create, they make a noise at my classroom. It happens sometimes, not all the time, because
Mhm,
I always try to remain strict in my class, because if you are not strict, the students always keep on making noises in our class while taking our class. So I always remain strict in my class. So very few times I cannot handle the situation. So at that time I call my senior students to handle the situation, but it's very rare case. Okay.
mhm. And which age group you are teaching?
Sorry.
Which age group you are teaching?
I teach basically from 5 to 10 class.
Okay. So I think in teenagers you are feeling sometimes problem, right?
Right, right.
Yeah.
So tell me please, in your school, what types of method do you apply for teaching school, and do you face any challenges or any problem while teaching?
If I myself, so yeah, I'm using activity-based method. Activity like suppose I'm teaching them tenses or adjective, any grammar topic. So in that case, usually I give the role student students. Like one will play the what is adjective, and the student will tell different types of adjectives, maybe six, seven kinds, and then seven students will come in front of others, and then they will tell different like quality or adjective of quality, adjective of quantity, like this different forms. So describe according to their part, like role play method, presentation method, and sometimes like question asking. They play the role like a teacher, and some, like we use different props also. Uh, s- I'm teaching them about adverb. So for adverb, if something is available according to that, which is available in the classroom, so we use different prompts. Like my focus is on activity, to follow activity-based study, so that these all things remain fresh in their mind, and they
Oh,
really enjoy. They really enjoy, and they always ready. Even weak student, below average student, always ready to take part in different activities. So for grammar, I use this. And if we talk about literature, so in that case, I first I read, and make my lesson plan for the chapter and whatever I'm teaching. And next day, like I first give them that chapter. I present in a storytelling method. And yes, storytelling method is good, I think, according to me, for literature, especially for
yeah.
literature. Yes. And then, like in the form, suppose the chapter is in the dialogue form. So I make them like they stand one by one. Sometimes according to roll number, and sometimes I choose the student and they read their part, and then I describe. So literature, I'm following this.
Okay. So nowadays, I also try to give some extra activities. What you are saying right now, that role playing activity and some storytelling activity. I also try to give these kinds of activities to my students nowadays. And earlier I did not don't I earlier I didn't have much idea about these kinds of activities. And by watching lots of YouTube videos, I got to know these kinds of activities are very helpful also, because I also applied these kinds of activities to my students in my school. So that time the students' response are huge, I can say. So they always remain activities, because earlier I always try to teach them basically grammar, writing, and the students are feel very bored in learning these types of things. Okay, so that's why I also thought that I should change my activities for teaching my students. So I in my perspective, these are very helpful, I can say.
Hmm.
Playing, storytelling, group discussion, even group discussion is
Yeah.
also very.
Yes. 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 I always think like, and it is the CBSE guidelines also. Students should take actively participation in their in each and every activity.
Yes,
This should
yes,
be yes, this should be the classroom scenario of present classroom. Earlier the education method was totally different, which we are using today. This is a
yes,
new,
yes.
and time to time our education policy always giving
Changing.
different guidelines and different steps. Like you have to follow all these activities. And now I can say like in throughout the India, we all are following CBSE guidelines, and according to CBSE, we have to follow like activity based study.
So as time is changing, our society is also changing,
Yeah,
and our thought process is also changing. So that's why our education system, in my perspective, it also should be changed in my
yes,
perspective.
yes,
So that the students can learn this language also, and anything in their fun way. Okay. So mostly the students can participate in these activities.
Yes, yes, yes. This is good, I think. This is very nice. Because when I also observe, like when each and every students are taking part willingly, if they are taking part, it means we are a good teacher and we are creating something new. Because
Yes, yes,
nowadays, new generation students are, full of energy. They always want something new. That's
yes.
why we have to, yes, we have to make lesson plan first for each and every topic. And I think in private sector, it's really important and compulsory nowadays. Like a teacher should make a lesson plan according to their need and we have to show to our management and senior teacher that. So I think somehow that is really beneficial. That is
Right, right. Exactly.
okay. So do you use any prompt in your school activity, or you give any extra effort beside your teaching English? Do you play any different role? Like I'm playing the role of activity teacher also sometimes because if a teacher is a class teacher also, so somehow you have different responsibilities. So
Okay. Yes, obviously.
that's,
So basically, there are many extra co-curricular activities.
yeah.
So I should try to make give my students some kinds of extracurricular activities. In case of me, I am right now I am in the sports committee because I love sports. Okay, so that's why I try to teach my students by playing also because sports also teaches students to be disciplined. Okay, and so that's why and also sports also make any students hardworking and also punctual.
Hmm.
So that's why, and also it's mental health also and physical health. So it improves. So that's why I encourage my students to play all types of games. And though I know all types of games, basically football, cricket, chess, even brain game chess, and uh, and also badminton. Lots of games I know all the rules and regulation. So that's why I always encourage my students in participating in these kinds of games.
Okay.
And also the teachers and students also love me most. That's why.
Hmm. That's great. That's really nice. Somewhere I feel like when we teach our student any different activity or anything, any new skill, we are creating ourselves also. We are using our own skills. In that case, somehow I feel like I am also learning these new skills, which I did not learn my childhood. Uh, like I'm very fond of music. So whenever it's talk about any co-curricular activity. So usually like it's going on in the so I always actively participate there, and I meet my class students to take more and more part, like each and every student, so that they can participate and they can build their confidence. And I
Yes,
just try to motivate my student. You have only two skill. You should have only two skills. One is you when one is very important, that is study. You have to take actively participate in study if taking any subject, suppose English, math, science, anything. And second, very important thing is sports because in out of 40 to 45 students, each and every student can't be like 90% scoring student, and each and every student, everyone have mind, no doubt, everyone have mind, but every student can't get 90 above, every student can't get 80 above. They are
yes, yes.
maybe some are below
Absolutely.
60, some are below 50. But I think it's depend on their interest also. We are trying to make them we are trying to make our subject interesting. Somehow we are making. And I think each teacher is trying to like this. But it's in student mentality also, in which subject he is taking actively participation. And out of that,
That's why the
yes,
students also listen to me in this field also.
Yeah, definitely. Like in my school, one lecture is 45 minutes. So out of 45 minutes, I think 15 to 20 minutes, students always engage with me in their different talks. Like they always wait for me. Like whenever teacher will enter, then we will share our feelings, share our thoughts. Somehow I always feel like why you all are sitting in my class to take the actively participation in English learning, and you always say sad, ma'am, we were waiting to talk to you. So yeah, I'm also using that. Like first I have to listen. I want to put out their frustration about other subjects or about anything if they are feeling, so that they feel like they feel very free out of every worries, so that they can actually take part in my study, like in my subject. So you